Hello, and thank you for watching this regional forecast for the Canadian Prairie. I'm Andrew Pritchard, meteorologist with Nutrien Ag Solutions. Well, again, we're watching a big area of colder temperatures overspread the entire prairie with things going off the chart here. That big area of white breaking the color bar, which has happened in an unfortunately high amount of times across this region if you go all the way back to October. So again, watching cooler temperatures really overspreading much of the prairie, and then talking about some snow as well over the next 5 days especially. So a cold and snowy next 4 to 5 days across a big chunk of the prairie. As we take a look at the satellite picture here early this morning, we do have an area of low pressure. This is quite jerky. I'm not sure why it's playing like that. I apologize. We'll flip over and look at the radar and just talk about what's going on underneath those clouds. And that is a lot of snow across portions of especially southern and central Saskatchewan. Some snow falling across north-central portions of Alberta as well, getting all the way back to parts of Grande Prairie, Edmonton, maybe even some snowflakes here in Calgary as this storm system pushes away. And then we'll start to see that snow beginning to fall across southern portions of Manitoba as we head through the rest of the day today. Taking a look first at the high-resolution Canadian model here, just timing out this first wave of snow, watching it spread from Alberta into Saskatchewan and then eventually Manitoba as we head into the late afternoon and early evening hours. This would be about 6 p.m., seeing some of that snow pushing into the Winnipeg area by the time we get to the evening and into the overnight. As we head into early tomorrow morning, so sun rising now on Thursday morning, perhaps even a few snowflakes still flying across parts of central and southern Alberta, but it should be by and large coming to an end by that time. Snow possible across central and southern portions of Saskatchewan as well. And as we wake up on Thursday morning, tomorrow morning, Manitoba, central and southern Manitoba, likely seeing the heaviest snow of this event moving through the region. So snow continuing through much of the day on Thursday, tapering off by Thursday evening and Thursday night in the areas surrounding Winnipeg and southern Manitoba. The expected snowfall as we take this thing through midnight on Thursday, again looking for an additional 3 to 5 centimeters of snow here across portions of central Alberta. As we look across parts of the southern two-thirds of Saskatchewan, anywhere from 3 to 4 centimeters on the low side, getting up to close to 10 centimeters on the high side. Same story as you take this over to central and southern portions of Manitoba. The Winnipeg area here perhaps pushing upwards of 10 centimeters of snow by the time this thing comes to an end on Thursday night. Now we do have some more snow to talk about even over the next several days. We'll look at the 500 millibar height anomalies. It'll tell us a couple of things. First, we can see this first wave making its way through the region right now. That's what's bringing the snow that is falling early this morning. That gets out of here as we get into late in the day on Thursday, of course, exiting via stage right. Actually, I don't know my play. I shouldn't pretend that I know that, but exiting off to the east. But then we're going to see our next trough, this little wave. You see it right here as we get into Friday. That pushes into the region Saturday, bringing another chance for some snow. And then we really see this trough deepen across the region. You'll see it really take hold, kind of park itself. That is going to allow a lot of cold air to set up across this region. That is what helps kind of just exaggerate and anchor that cold air across the region. Now, looking a little bit further out, talking about that chance for some snow over the next 4 to 5 days, we first see this wave make its way through here late this week, and then as we get into the weekend, watching for the chance for this next wave to push in, bringing some more snow to the region. Looking at the ensemble forecast here, pretty good agreement as we look at the European model, the top left, the American GFS in the top right, and then center in the bottom there, the Canadian ensemble. Looking at the southern two-thirds of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, picking up anywhere from 5 to 15 centimeters of snow, and it does seem we have pretty good agreement with the heaviest corridor of snow being found here across parts of central Saskatchewan, getting into perhaps west central Manitoba, and that's where we could be talking about 10 to 20 centimeters of snow on the high side, or at least very close to that 15 centimeter threshold. Getting a little bit lower, but still upwards of 5 to 7 centimeters of snow as you head off towards the U.S. border. Now talking about the temperatures again, just playing out a rolling 5-day temperature anomaly loop that takes us all the way through January 18th, so kind of the next 10 days as a whole. Really watching a lot of cold air park itself here, especially over parts of Alberta into Saskatchewan, but still anywhere from 6 to 8 degrees cooler than average as you head over towards the far east, over towards Manitoba. So what does that look like at some of our select cities here? Edmonton cooling off dramatically over the next 6 to 7 days, anywhere from a high, all the way from a high around negative 10 today. And of course, it was above zero just several days ago, down to afternoon highs in the negative 25 range. As we head into the end of the week and into early next week, same story in Calgary. High temperatures below -20 as we head into Sunday and beyond. Looking at Saskatoon, again, you could be the winner here as far as snow goes over the next 5 days with 10 to 20 centimeters of snow, and then afternoon high temperatures right around -20 for the next few days. So winter returning across the region. Regina, similar story, dropping off dramatically here over the next 5 to 7 days. Those high temperatures hovering around -20 with upwards of 5 to 15, probably closer to 5 to 10 here in Regina, centimeters of snow over the next 5 days. Winnipeg, a little bit warmer. Of course, you had all the brutal cold early in the season. But high temperatures still between -10 and -20 with that snow possible, upwards of 10 to 15 centimeters of snow as we head through the rest of the week. Now, Eric Snodgrass will have our long-range, U.S.-focused weather analysis, but you can still pick up some clues there for the Canadian Prairie. That'll be posted later on this morning. Tomorrow, the Ag Forecast, taking a look at the next 1 to 2 weeks globally, and then I will be back to talk about the Canadian Prairie by the time we get to Friday morning, hopefully looking for some warmer weather in the future, but of course, it is January. Have a great day. Stay warm.